You no sound, son. Still no sound. There's no sound. No sound. No, no one can hear you. No one can hear you. No sound.
How about now? I see that the audio bumper is going. So there seems to be pretty clear things that there's sound now. You can see Dallas's magic hands. Yeah, I hear sound coming through Twitch, so I think we've got it all figured out. It's unfortunate that that was me reading off the Yoda card, and I'm not going to go back. So, hopefully somebody can go back and decipher all of the cool things that Yoda does. And now it's time to paint the one and only Jedi Master Yoda. So here we go. All right, with that going on, and this technical issue now solved for tonight. Let's.
I don't know. Can you hear me, Chick?
I can hear you. Yeah, I could hear you the whole time, bud. The whole time. I just kept talking because I wasn't going to stop on my train of Yoda spoilers.
Okay, well, I can't hear you too. Yeah, but you're on delay now.
I'm on delay. How about now, sir? How about now?
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. We've got everything figured out. You already started painting. You're like going forward with all that stuff. So you can see that we have two different versions of Jedi Master Yoda going on here. We have the leapy fighty Ataru pose, and we have the very concentrated force push, force lift, whatever force shenanigans Yoda happens to be up to there pose. So you do get a lot of different options in the Jedi Master Yoda box, and you can utilize either one of these fine fellows in your Legion armies. So as I was saying before, it's really exciting to be here and to be able to show off the miniatures for Jedi Master Yoda, who's going to be coming out later this year, despite all of the audio issues. Dallas is like right in there. I might just sit there and watch everything going on.
I'm just gonna paint.
There is one other option, or there's one other option that you can go. So you have the leapy pose. You also have, if you prefer Force Yoda with lightsaber and eyes open, you can go that way too. So there's a whole lot of options in this set, and you can customize it in a number of different ways. And of course, use whichever one suits your fancy for your feeling. You can paint them all up and have a good time. Yeah, so you're just going classic Yoda colors, are you not here, Dallas?
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm going classic Yoda. I want a nice classic Yoda for my legions.
I like it. I don't think I'm going to do anything too crazy, although I am tempted to do something to tie him in with my 104th Battalion Wolfpack clones.
Give him some Wolfpack like cloth or something, some camouflage or.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I do camouflage, but maybe something like gray stripey or something. Get that going on.
I was going to ask permission for Weird Yoda, but I was too scared to ask.
You were hard denied on Weird Yoda. There's only one Yoda here, and it's standard edition Yoda. It's Galactic Republic Yoda.
I was given the boot on. weird Yoda.
Your green looks a little yellow tonight, sir. Are you using more of a yellow green to hit that skin tone? This seems
Yeah,
like perfectly timed since you just did your painting non-human flesh tones class today.
yeah, I learned a lot. That's how I'm gonna paint Yoda. I taught myself how to do this earlier.
Yeah, you prepared. You prepared before.
I got a ton of different greens on the palette. I got a bunch of blues and grays. So I'm just gonna utilize all that. And I figure what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start. I was looking at a bunch of different yellow or different bunch of different Yodas. I noticed that like that mid tone on him is a very kind of olive color,
Mm-hmm.
and his highlights become more white typically. Like they move toward white and desaturated. So I want to build in that like mid tone, and I'm going to shade and highlight, and hopefully get somewhere that's very reminiscent of classic Yoda.
Are we going puppet Yoda or are we going CGI Yoda? These are important. These are important distinctions here.
I'm going for like if Yoda was real,
If Yoda was real, Yoda is real in our hearts, sir. In
and
our
that's true.
hearts. I'm excited to see what you do with that Cad Bane you were painting during your faces class as well, your skin
Ah,
tones class.
you know what? I wasn't gonna finish this because like a lot of times, like right? We do a lot of like different painting videos. You kind of
Mm-hmm.
end up with a bunch of different half painted miniatures laying around your house, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do with this? And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put together this Cad Bane, gonna leave the arm off for the paint video. Probably not gonna finish it. And then at the end of the stream, I'm like, I'm totally gonna finish this guy.
Nailed it.
So I dug out his other arm. I need to prime it, but like I can show it off here and people can see it. We gave Cad Bane like a little. Let's get him in focus. Gave him a little face tattoo. So now I'm kind of like imagining him as just like not necessarily Cad Bane from my force, but more just like a random Duros bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, take him and turn him into something for your skirmish force
Yeah,
and that unique background. Tell your own tale. I like it. I like it. I'm a big fan of customization in terms of just telling the story you want with your own collection.
yeah, why
He could
not?
he could be Dad Blaine.
D- Dad Blaine.
Dad Blaine getting his Duros kids to Duros soccer practice and saving the galaxy from scum like Tan Bolo.
Every time he gets ready to, he picks up the keys and it's time to go. He's just like, all right, rebels, let's get to rambling.
That's right. He's like, "Don't make me call Grand Moff on you kids. That's your mom. Her.
Grandma Gideon.
Grandmom Gideon. Oh, I like it. This is the Star Wars content we're all truly tuned in for by the end of Mini-stravaganza. I mean, for crying out loud, we did so much streaming today and yesterday that my mic is burned out. I had to switch mics. Things continue to just be quite crazy.
It's been a great weekend so far. I'm having a blast. I'm painting miniatures, hanging out with people, and that's what I'm all about.
100%.
We were just talking before we started that my little Legion force is growing.
Yeah, you're doing a whole clone skirmish force, right? That's
Yeah,
that's
really.
been the push phase twos because you're a man of my heart.
Dude, okay, so I fell in love with the phase two armors. Um, and Luke, I got with Luke and asked him some questions about like kind of building a skirmish level force.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put together it's a clone commander, um, a 3 units of troopers, phase two troopers, and they got some upgrades. Like there's an engineer, which I'll
Mm-hmm.
explain why there's an engineer in just a second. There's an engineer, and there's I think two rockets, uh, two rockets in two different units, and then there's a TX-130, and
Yeah, yeah. You gotta have that saber tank. That thing is sick.
I was explaining to Luke, I was just like, look, man, I am if there's an option to take a big bloody vehicle, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
gotta have tanks. I'm heavy armor.
I agree. Tanks are cool. That's one of the best parts about typically large like scale war games like Legion and stuff is that you get to see all the big boys coming in. You get your heavy armor, you get your AA5s and your lats and all that stuff. Oh, that's why use a tank when you can have more clones? Because the tank is cooler. I already have enough clones. I need a
Yeah.
tank.
Look, if it was even like I did listen to the awesome dev discussion earlier today, and you brought up the casual versus um competitive, and I think that always such an interesting question, and there were some really great answers. Um, and Pagani brought up like the way I answer that is like as a casual player, I'm a casual player. I like a narrative. I like having
Mm-hmm.
fun. I like telling a story, but I want a tight rule set, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to give my opponent a good game, but I want to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
Like if two TX-130s was like even remotely, even the slightest bit like fieldable in a way that would give my opponent a good game, it would be two TX-130s.
Well, you're the one who keeps pushing to see that dewback commander come in so that you can have your full dewback army.
Look, don't make me get the don't get me to rally the
The
community behind
chat.
me.
I mean, I
Clone
was.
I like a
I,
clone commander, dewback commander that allows dewbacks to be troop choices. Come on. Come on.
yeah. Doobie Squad 9. That's what they would be called.
Uh actually I had a one Mr. Michael Plummer had a great name for it earlier, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to say it.
Probably not.
Probably not.
If you
I
have to
need
ask, you're probably not. It's probably not a good idea. That's what I've learned over the years. If my time has taught me anything, it's if you have to ask, just don't do it. Which might not be the most fun way, but it's definitely the safest way. I don't know. It's late. Simone might not be here. We might be safe. She's totally here though. I
uh
know it. I can feel it. I can sense her
yeah,
presence.
I feel that presence glaring down. I need to change. I'm looking at your Yoda and I realize like I don't think I'm painting my I usually paint with, as you know, I paint with reference, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not painting with reference, I'm painting with my heart.
Paint with
And
your heart.
I'm looking at your Yoda and you got a more yellow coat on him.
I'm gonna work it. I'm gonna work it up into like. So there's. I mean, depending on the reference you pick, you're gonna get a whole bunch of different
True.
colors. So
I'm gonna go with something a little more gray.
I think you get away with gray. I'm seeing like when I was going through reference, there's a bit more brown. There's some more tans. There's really light. It depends on which scene, what version, and all this stuff. So I'm kind of just riffing off of what I think of when I think of Yoda, and then just going with that.
I
I'm
mean,
not
are,
overthinking it here.
are you Rift Tans in it?
I'm written. I am not a shark man. No, no. Unfortunately, I am not the legend of Riff Tamsin. I wish I was. I'm not. It's okay though. I'm other things. I'm not gonna judge myself next to that incredible uh, man about town with all the teeth.
As you know, I only recently watched all 7 seasons of Clone Wars, and I was not ready for Riff Tanzen. And
I
then I
mean
was
that
just like, I need that guy.
the whole story arc, when they're on Mount Calamari and fighting underwater and all that. I mean, that's it was something else. I was not really prepared for underwater Clone Wars battles and all the questions it left me. Like, we've seen clones in space. Water in space is kind of like the same thing, but things are different. I don't know. I liked that arc a lot. Um,
Water and space are like the same thing.
they're
You
like the same thing,
you
but
can't breathe in them, and you can't. No one can hear you scream in either one.
that's not true. You can definitely hear screams in water. They're not they're not intelligible, but they're there. They're there.
Hobbits.
Chad's
I'm a,
asking how we choose what to paint first, either the skin or the clothing, and my answer to that is I have never particularly felt super comfortable painting skin of any type, so I always leave it for last, much like a child who wants to eat their vegetables last. I leave the thing that is least palatable to me for the end. And even though I've gotten more comfortable with skin over the years, it's just a habit that I've never broken. So I do my skins last. Like the face, all of that stuff is always the last thing for the miniature for me.
See, I paint basically inside out. I start with the skin. I basically dress my miniature, right? And I start from the skin out. I would normally wait for everything to dry, finish the skin. But when we're on stream, I just kind of go. So I
Just kind
usually
of
start with the skin and then I'll adapt and add other steps.
bounce around a little bit.
Yeah.
You could always pull out that sweet hair dryer and, just work the process.
Yeah, John mentioned hair dryers earlier, and I'm definitely a huge proponent of hair dryers for miniature painters. Like, sign me up. I'm in a rush.
I'm
When you
not
get
too.
paid to do it, you learn to
It's true. When you're paid by the hour,
or by
by
the minute.
the completed miniature project, you know, it definitely changes your efficiency rating. I'm okay to watch paint dry from time to time, but I do utilize, like, you work with a lot of washes and stuff. We do that a lot on stream. So I have the hair dryer. I stole the hair dryer from the bathroom. It never got used anyway by anyone else, so I just have it next to my desk now. And
I'm
so I'll just
bald and I own like 4 hair dryers.
that's a lot of hair dryers. You really only need one. I mean, I don't think you need different hair dryers for different dry, like miniature dry jobs, but
There's definitely one at the office and there's one here at the house. So there's
sure.
automatically two. And then I got an extra one somehow. So it's just in a closet. Okay, so it's three, sorry. But yeah, when you get paid, like when it's like, okay, I'm gonna get paid when this miniature gets turned in. I'd really like to eat this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and I need to knock this out.
It's true. Back in those freelance days, those struggling artist days, before you
Tell
became the man who makes the decision, the one with all the power.
I don't have all the power.
Oh my goodness.
We
Yeah, I
share it. We share it.
I definitely. I mean, I just de facto to you when it comes to getting miniatures painted and which artist we should go with and stuff. That's I just judge the final work. It's that delegation of authority. Like,
I definitely
well,
have like a little collection of
you
people.
make it, but you have to make it in such a way that I'm going to be okay with it, because I have to make it in such a way that Simone's going to be okay with it. It's a whole hierarchy of needs and wants.
Yeah, it's a 3-step process.
It is. Sometimes it's a 6 or 7 step process.
That's true too. Gotta get through those first three. I make Chick happy, Chick makes Simone happy.
That's right. It's how we work it. Everyone else is largely trying to make one of us happy. It's a vicious ecosystem, especially when the apex predator is a Simone. How tall does the Yoda miniature stand?
Uh,
Um,
I got a Darth Vader here.
You got the calipers because I don't know the exact measurement, but
I do
yeah,
have calipers.
we've got a couple of reference ones. I can put him next to a clone trooper. Dallas has a Vader, so that'll hopefully give a little bit. He's a little he's a wee little Jedi, as he should be, honestly. Got some really high contrast in that cloak. I'm liking that. And yeah, for those asking in the chat, you do get both poses in the Yoda pack. So in the character pack, you're going to get both Ataru Leapy Yoda and Force Focusing Yoda. So if you feel the need, you can swap them out during play. You flip them back and forth to make sure the story is being told right. It's clear this battle cannot be decided by our master of the Force, but our skills with a lightsaber. And then you put in Leapy Yoda. Yeah!
It's when the music starts.
Is it?
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
think the music started before that. But, it was probably different music. Certainly more exciting music starts.
What color is Yoda's fingernails?
Wow, there's a lot of shade at Yoda here.
Rude.
I know. Yoda, he had a whole plot working against him, okay, folks? Sometimes you just can't win, even if you should.
There's an amazing quote. You can not make any mistakes and still lose.
It is possible to play the game perfectly and still lose. It's true. I don't think Yoda played the game perfectly. I mean, I'm not gonna staunchly defend the decisions and the way in which they ran things. I think that new management was definitely needed by the time of Palpatine and all of that coming through. But by the same token, the deck was pretty stacked against him.
That's what Qui-Gon Jinn represents.
It's true. He's unfortunately the new way of thinking that nobody really accepts. He's like, but what if? What if? Yoda was not playing the right game. I'm kind of on board with this line of thinking. Alright, I'm going to push the contrast in this cloak even more. I'm going to grab some white sands.
Hot pink. That is not. Simone's telling me hot pink. No.
Wait, what? Hot pink?
I'm not doing hot pink Yoda. I had other ideas, and Schick told me that you would say no. And
yeah, we were told. I'm telling you, hot pink Yoda was not a thing. I will totally paint a pink Yoda, though. You want a pink Yoda? I have another Yoda here.
Yeah.
I have to paint the snakes. They're snakes? I thought they were just roots.
No,
Are there snakes in my Yoda?
Those are roots.
Somebody's telling me they're snakes. Snakes?
No, those are. Wait, what? No.
I've had enough with these snakes on this Yoda.
No, those are roots.
I'm pretty sure they're roots. I don't see any snakes on this Yoda.
Those are 100% roots.
I don't see any snakes on this Yoda here.
He's gonna run, climb.
Run, climb?
Swing from this hairy vine.
Oh. What is happening right now?
I can be your backpack while you jump.
No. We're not going there. We're not. It's not late enough in the night for that. We're not there yet.
Are you sure we're not there?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. My technical setup right now certainly thinks it's that late. Dallas wins more points than Will. I mean, that's fair. That usually happens. I've learned not to compete with any of my coworkers. They're typically way better at their jobs than I am. That's why they have that job.
That's right.
I'm just really good at, organization and getting the best out of them. Used to work with somebody who was a creative director, and he had a great line about. He's like, "I'm not very good at all these jobs. But what I'm really good at is getting the best out of the people who are good at those jobs." And I was like, "You are a wise, wise man."
True. I learned that.
So
I learned that in the restaurant industry when I worked in restaurants. It's just like I don't gotta flip the best burgers. I just gotta train the best burger flipper.
that's right. You gotta motivate and identify the best burger flippers, and then do everything you can with your skills to make sure that they can maximize their skills. And that is certainly something that hopefully I do all right. Otherwise, I might be in trouble. I don't want to think about the alternative here today, okay? This is not the time. Day 2 of Mini-stravaganza hobby hang is not the time to be asking these hard questions.
No.
But yeah, I'm super excited to get to add Yoda to my burgeoning clone force as well. He brings some really cool abilities to the table. I don't. One of the things I like about Yoda is just from you know, from my reviews and stuff, he seems pretty straightforward. Like he does what I want a Yoda to do, which is jump around a lot and murder things with lightsabers and use a lot of force abilities.
Hmm.
And I'm aware that maybe there's people who like want more out of life than that, but I don't. I just want a spinning green like alien blender of death who is all calm and collected until he's not, and then he goes on a murder spree.
See, I'm
And
like,
by murder spree, I mean a protection spree, because clearly Jedi only protect people
see,
by hitting them with laser swords.
if you ask me like, what about Yoda? Are you most excited to field about him? And I'll be like, it's Yoda.
It is Yoda. That's another strong point. Strong
Like
point, Dallas Kemp.
it's Yoda. What do you want? It's Yoda. It's a cool miniature. I'm done here.
That's it. You're out. I mean, it is a pretty awesome mini. He looks super dope. I love the options. I really love the stylized cloth. Like one of the things we always talk about
Yeah.
in sculpting and stuff is kind of pushing those details and looking at how Corey and the rest of the team really kind of took the Yoda design to that next level and got the more stylization in the cloth, and you get that great dynamism, and it makes it really easy to paint. Like I've just been following the cloth fold lines to build up that contrast and using a very like simple base coat and then highlight layer technique. I haven't even washed it. I don't think I'm going to, because I'm getting all the contrast I want here. So I'm very, very happy. Like you get really nice folds on the pants. They've already taken that wash really well. So we'll just kind of like build this up.
Yeah, and it's something like I'm sure we'll talk about tomorrow, Marco and I, when we do our seminar. Like that stylized cloth really helps with painting miniatures and just giving miniatures a more interesting feel. Like it doesn't have to be super stylized. Like this is definitely not super stylized, but it is more stylized than like artistic cloth. So it really adds to the paintability and the readability, and that's really important in miniatures is the readability.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that we as a studio have been pushing for a while and developing what we kind of our style and what we like. I liked your red jammies, so I'm going with like a dark reddish
Red
brown.
jammies.
He's wearing his red jammies.
Sir, it is the color is, what is the color? Brown leather, sir. Brown leather. Which
It's
per the
red.
reference I'm looking at is mostly accurate here. Now there's definitely a lot of red in them. but it's not quite as red as red leather. So
It is red jammies.
now I'm using some Surfer Orc Flesh, mostly because I love the name of this color.
That's
And it's gonna be like way too jade like colored first, and I'm gonna wash it back with some greens and maybe some blue inks. And we're gonna have some fun, and then apparently we're gonna go hot pink Yoda because there's a Simone demanding it. And like I
whoa.
said,
Are you doing like turquoise? You're doing like that is some. You're doing Muppet green. I love it.
I told you this is Surfer Orc Flesh. I just
Sir,
love the name of it. So
the name is amazing.
anytime I can use Surfer Orc Flesh, I'm down. Like I don't know what that means exactly, but yeah, it's real it's real bright. It's real on that border of like teal jade kind of color. I'm gonna bring it back. It's a little too extreme right now, but
Pretty
yeah,
intense.
hot pink. We get you, Simone. We're there. I'm there. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. Let me get my Surfer Orc Flesh down, and then I'm just gonna shift gears. And we're gonna go. What color is hot pink Yoda's lightsaber, though? That's what I need to know. Is it still green?
You need the contrasting color.
Well, green is pretty contrasty to hot pink,
Yeah.
sir.
So you still, yeah, it's still the opposite of red. So you need like minty. I think you
Minty
went,
green.
I think you went like a minty.
I grew up in the 90s, sir. I am aware that hot pink and minty green are not the way it works. It's hot pink and fluorescent neon green.
Do it. Fluorescent neon green. I'm in.
I
I'm
watched
I'm gonna get my version of
I
Yoda.
watched cable TV on Friday nights. I know all of the crazy colors. All right, we're just gonna finish this hand. I'm just gonna lay down this base of Surfer Orc Flesh, and then we're gonna go. Apparently, we're just gonna go off the rails.
It always makes me nervous when Chick says lay down this base.
Lay down this base. What are you afraid I'm gonna beatbox?
You might.
No, no. I know my limits. That's not me. That's not me. That's not the world we live in. But yeah, we had a great. I had a lot of fun today. There were, hopefully, everybody in the chat got to hang out for some of the panels, or if not all of them, and just chill with us. We had an amazing page to panel or
Ooh.
page to table talk, like you were talking about, where we just dove into like dev philosophies and design, and we answered some tough questions, quote unquote tough questions that I threw at everybody on the panel. And one of those things was obviously the really big question of competitive versus casual and what that meant, and is it a real thing and all of that. And um, I would encourage anyone who missed it to go back and check it out because I think there were some pretty insightful thoughts. And if you want to know about the team that's really involved in helping bring these products to life and these games and these worlds, then it's a great way to get to kind of understand our mentalities and the different personalities that come together and collaborate on creating something that's really really cool, unique, and special, and that we take a lot of pride in and a lot of care in doing. One of the big things about Atomic Mass and kind of our philosophy on things, we really strive to bring that collaborative atmosphere together and utilize everybody's ideas and strengths and all of that into kind of a big old stew.
A big old
A big
gumbo.
old gumbo. So we have folks like Mr. Luke Eddy, who certainly helps as a guiding force for all of the Star Wars games, and especially Legion, where this fantastic Yoda is from. But at the end of the day, everybody is kind of working on everything and pushing together. So
Yeah, me pushing to get my dewback commander.
it's true. It's true. Sometimes they're selfish pushes. Sometimes they make more sense. Okay, I guess at this point I'm gonna put all 200 ish points to this Yoda aside, and I'm gonna pull out this Yoda here, and we're gonna get crazy. We're gonna get crazy. Um. So, Simone, is his skin pink? Is that pink Yoda, or is he still a green Yoda, but with like a pink outfit? I need directions here.
I feel like
You can't just say hot pink or go home, chat. I don't know what that means. Like the whole Yoda can't be pink. He could
I
be
kind of
different.
feel like pink jammies with like some puppy prints or something.
Puppy prints.
Yeah, he's got little, puppy paw prints on his pink jammies.
I mean, I'm not. I'm not even okay. We're just. It's all pink. This is just a travesty to this
This
amazing
is
miniature. We're just
this
gonna
is
paint him
tough.
all shades of pink. This sounds more like a Dallas challenge than a me challenge here.
No, no, you bit.
Did I bite? I just bit because my boss came in and started yelling at me for not painting him pink. Middle of the night PJ. Oh man. Okay. I need my magenta then. We're going magenta.
Simone
Broken
is saying
hearts in his
pink
pants.
jammies.
What
Definitely
is
pink jammies.
what is happening here? What madness is this?
I like that you're. So I didn't even try to build the Yoda like that, and I really like that that grumpy standing there build. That's pretty cool. I had to go for the classic lifting rocks.
All right. Let's think about this. How do we want this to work? We're gonna go.
You're thinking about jammies. Just remember that.
I am. I'm thinking about color composition for hot pink jammies. That's what I'm doing here. So we're starting with a magenta wash just to get everything kicking.
This
Maybe
is
we'll
how
just
you get paid, sir.
maybe we'll I'm not getting I'm doing this in my off time. My day ended a while ago. This is just free.
Oh, that is true. We're off the clock.
This is just the freebie right now. This is you cashing in your mini-stravaganza points. Let's get some behind the scenes nonsense going on here. Um yeah, sure, why not? You know what? We're just gonna start with everything. We're gonna lay down that nice undertone of magenta, and then we'll shade accordingly. I think we'll get some purples in there, and we'll play some like blue washes or something. We'll stick to him being green, I guess. That seems to be the overall desire here is green. I'm gonna have to break out that hair dryer now. So we got this going on. This is. I'm sorry, Yoda.
You can say sorry all you want, but deep down you're having fun.
I am having fun. I'm just, I feel like maybe this isn't the respect that Grandmaster Yoda has earned in his life. You know, this was not what he expected when he woke up this morning. That's why he was wearing the pink jams. He thought he was having a day off, and then
And then things went bad in the
yeah,
Republic, and
he's he charted himself a nice little day spa trip on
Kashyyyk. That's
no,
why.
it definitely wasn't Kashyyyk. You wouldn't wear pink jams on Kashyyyk. This
That's
would be
why he
more of
was
like
on
a
Kashyyyk.
this would be more like a Felucia. This would be more
Oh,
like a
okay.
Felucia kind of like nightwear. You just on Felucia hanging out, wearing them pink jams, and then all of a sudden Grievous shows up and battle droids invade, and you're just like, man, here we go again. Can't ever get a day off. Gotta go deal with it. Gotta go deal with it. All right. Well, we got that. We got that initial wash layer down, so we're already playing with the pinks here. We're already heavily playing with the pinks.
I like that. Finally, I don't have to do the weird thing.
You do not. You do not. I felt like maybe for once I should do the weird thing as well. So, all right, we're starting with the pinks. We're gonna let that wash dry, and then we're gonna.
This hair needs to be more gray. I need a really light gray with maybe a touch of blue in there.
We'll just stick with the surfer orc. I think that was working out pretty well. It's got that minty flavor that Dallas wants in his pink Yoda.
Mint and bubblegum, I'm telling you.
Minty bubblegum sounds terrible.
Oh, dude,
That is
mint,
not a flavor combo I want
yeah,
anywhere near my mouth.
mint and bubblegum flavor. Oh no.
That's like when you were a kid. You used to go to like Baskin Robbins or the ice cream store, and they'd be like, "What two scoops do you want?" And you'd pick like, you'd be like, I want dark chocolate. I want triple chocolate dark and bubble gum."
You're just like, I want the most asinine thing I can think
That's
of.
right. I like the pink one and the green one. Please don't. Please don't. You get ice cream once every like 6 months. Don't waste it on bubblegum ice cream. Every time. But it's got bubble gum in it. You can have gum anytime you want. Stop. It's fine though. That's the heart of a child, which is what Pink Jam Jam Yoda has. He might be 800 years old, but he's still just 200 at heart.
But he still shops at Sky Mall.
Well, yeah, you think about all the flights he takes. High Republic Sky Mall is definitely where he gets all of his stuff. He has no choice. He's not going shopping anywhere else. All right, well, moving right along with this very stylish Yoda. He looks like a pink snowball cake. I mean, kinda. Okay. Well, we're gonna kick it up a notch here, I guess. We're gonna go to Fleur Pink. Oof. This color. We're gonna grab ourselves one of my roughed up dry brushes. This one. Yep, why not? Slip a little bit in with that. I'm just gonna go crazy. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, get in there. Be brave.
I am. I'm getting my dry brush ready here. But I don't know if my wash is completely dry yet. I might have to pull out that. I might have to pull out the aforementioned. Oh yeah, this is still wet. We're gonna need. We're gonna need to pull out the hair dryer, I think. If we wanna continue on this course. So we'll fix that little smooge up. And then we're going to
Fix up the smooge.
Yep. I smudged it because my timing was off. Get this going. And then you're gonna hear the hairdryer here in a second.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. Hairdryer all the way. All right, here we go. Let's get this fluorescent pink jam going on here. Build that color up, make it really nice and poppy. Let's go crazy. So those folks from the chat who watched the Star Wars art panel that Preston, myself, and Simone Elliott were on, you all got to see, I think, one of Yoda's command card pieces. And then I think before this stream there was at least one or two other, no, two of his command cards actually. Let me see, two of his command cards. His 3 pip, I believe, is the one where he's communing with all the other Jedis. And then his 1 pip is the super action packed. Oh, I'm like totally off camera here. My bad. Super action packed leapy one.
I feel really bad I didn't get to watch that. My dinner showed up around that time and I hadn't eaten lunch. So I was like, yeah, I need to. Sorry, I had to eat.
It's all right. It's all right.
I was looking forward to it.
There was a lot of cool art shown. There's a lot of cool art shown. A couple of spoilers, a couple of reveals, a couple of confirmations. You know.
I mean, I'm sure it's all stuff I've seen. That's not the point. I just like hearing. I just like hearing people talk about stuff.
We had. I don't actually think we spoiled all the art for Yoda. There's still a few pieces that haven't been put out there as far as I'm aware. So, of course, I can never keep a handle on all of the busy bees that are John Schaefer and Mr. BK. So it's possible, they put out some stuff that I'm unaware of. But everything that I know of is not everything there is.
That's just like some life philosophy there.
I know, isn't it? Isn't it like
Everything I
some,
know of is not everything that there is.
yeah, some Yoda style philosophy here going on.
There's definitely a bunch of stuff I don't know.
Hmm. That's the fun part of it, though. You get to learn it. You get to learn it.
I love learning new stuff every day. Now we're back to our conversation last night.
We are. That's
Learning
what
and
hobby
growing.
hang always turns into. It's very motivational. It's very focused on the next steps.
We had a time in class, do not dwell on our past. We were like, cool, we did a thing. Let's learn and do it better next time.
All right, I'm gonna grab.
You're like,
Hold on.
Dallas,
Hold
you're
on.
probably gonna paint both these Yodas in the time. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just painting this one Yoda
Just
like
doing the
really.
one. You're just hard focusing on the one.
Yeah.
Where did my violet ink go? Not violent. My violet ink go. Oh yeah, I unplugged that. That's unfortunate. That one looks good. Gonna pop in some darker contrast here on this robe. It's really thin, kind of blaze of purple here. Down in the shadows. The shadow knows that hot pink jammy Yoda is. Have some purples to it. Feel like we're not getting quite as
Uh,
much contrast here as I wanted, so let's kick this up a notch. Kick it up a notch.
Take it to 11.
I'm. It's a little. It's still a little too early. I promised. I promised all of the folks that we wouldn't do anything too super hard spoiler on Yoda, but I'm very excited to see people's reaction to some of the things that he brings to the table. Uh, Specifically, his Jedi form or his lightsaber form is, in my opinion, completely nuts. But it's just like my opinion, man. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm interested to see if anyone else shares kind of my thoughts on it. Luke's in the chat.
Uh,
He can either say yes or no. He could be like, "Yeah, you're crazy," or "You might be onto something." All right, switch over here. Oh, Luke says yes. Luke says yes. I'm not crazy. I might have a clue. I may have purchased a vowel. actual violet paint, I think. Is pink Jam Jam Yoda still, is he still rocking his gray hair, or has he visited the Jedi beauty salon?
You think he's dyed it?
I mean, maybe, you know, it's possible. I kind of feel like if we're gonna do Jam Jam Yoda waking up in the middle of the night, I feel like he needs some kind of like facial mask on him, some kind of beauty regimen to keep himself young and
Uh,
supple.
he's got the Noxzema or something.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those masks that you wear to keep your skin young and the wrinkles to a minimum.
He's so wrinkly.
Well, look, just because it's not working doesn't mean that you can't imagine what it would be like if he wasn't trying. Okay.
That's a fair point, and really disturbing now.
He could just be like, you're like, oh, it's clearly not working, but maybe it is working. It just, it's just that bad. We've all been teenagers before. There's nothing you can do to stop there's nothing you can do to stop your skin just revolting on you, but you can at least make it less bad, maybe through the application of some work. Maybe that's Yoda and his wrinkles. We don't know. We don't know. How dare you? How dare you judge him?
I don't judge anybody, especially by their size.
I still do. To be honest, when someone's like, when somebody is a tiny muppet and they tell me to not judge them by they chastise me for judging them by their size. It feels
You judge them harder.
self-aggrandizing. It feels a little self-aggrandizing to me. I might not be with them right away. You know, trust is earned. Okay, little green man. I don't know what's happening anymore. This conversation has not gone anywhere I thought it was going to go today.
No.
This Yoda is certainly not what I thought I was going to be doing right now. But at the
As
same
I said,
time,
I'm just glad it's you this time.
I mean, kind of at the same time though, I feel like this journey is one that I needed to take, and I'm so happy that we're here doing it together. As I just
Like,
layer in purple shade into my hot pinks.
you needed to go on this this is like a
This is my cave. This is my Dagobah cave test right
yeah.
now. It's happening. What's in there?
You're
Only what you take with you. Hot pinks and purples.
you're
And I
seeing into
almost
your dark
I
side.
almost broke our PG rule, but I didn't. But I didn't. All right, let's be honest. I'm kind of curious now as to what would have happened had Luke only taken hot pink jammas into the cave with him. I feel
I
like it would have been
do
a lot more of a party.
I do like that, that visual, there's only you only the only thing in there is what you take with you. And like Luke walks over and opens up the trunk to the X-wing, and it's like hot pink jam as it is.
Maybe it's his little stuffed Tusken Raider Bantha toy that he's had since he was a kid. It's all ratty.
Aw.
All right, Mr. Snuffles, let's go into the cave. So many different ways that could have worked out. Endless possibilities, as it were.
This is called player choice.
It's true. This is the realm of player choice. I'm gonna tell Plumber that's the next OP scenario he's got to make.
The stuffed bantha?
No, no,
Oh,
the
oh,
cave, the cave.
the cave. I'm more into the stuffed bantha, but hey, whatever.
That's more of a miniature project, though. You know.
Oh, if we need more banthas, 100%. I'm a big monster guy, so
You do love all the creatures, and the creatures are cool. I know in my heart of hearts there's definitely a place for more creatures. Simone better put this Yoda on the table. Zero question. Zero question.
Are you gifting that to Simone?
I don't know. It depends how much how it depends. It depends what the reaction is here.
I
I mean,
already gifted a miniature.
I could just be screwing it up. This could be exactly what she didn't want. In which case, then I guess it's mine forever. But you know, it might be exactly what she wanted. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm so confused.
The world is topsy turvy.
We're wearing pink pajamas and talking about stuffed banthas. I'm out. I got nothing left here, folks. Nothing left. This one. I want this one. Now we're gonna make some really baby pink like highlights here for the pants, for the inner jam jams. They're gonna get really pastel-y, I think.
Look, I know they're Jedi robes, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, ever since I was a kid, I looked at Jedi robes and I was just like, that looks comfy as all get out.
I'm positive that they are very comfortable. Like, the whole order is built around being comfortable. Alright, here we
That's
go.
how you get Sith.
By not being comfortable?
No, by being too comfortable.
Too comfortable?
Complacent.
I feel like the Sith are the ones who just like, nothing ever happens around here. It's too comfortable. We should do something else. And they're like, man, stop harshing the chill, yo. I don't know why.
Quit rabble rousing.
Quit rabble rousing. It's true. That's the untold story. The very first Sith and Jedi like split. You're just a rabble. Stop doing that. Rabble. Look at all of these things that we're discovering tonight. They're not good things, but they're definitely things.
Look, it's day 2 of a con.
It is day 2 of a con. That is a true science fact. That is a true science fact, my friend. And it has been a fantastic con so far. And tomorrow, it just gets better and better. You're going to be doing some sweet OSLs. So lightsaber glows, you're going to get that Vader out that you've been working on for a while and show people how you would finish off that work. We've got a whole cool 2 hours devoted to kind of exploring the start of the hobby. So, even if you've been doing it for a while, if you want to get some like 101 classes can always be really great just to kind of give new ideas on how to do things and figure stuff out. But of course, we're also, expecting that we're going to get a lot of folks who maybe have a lot of questions or are looking to take their first steps into that larger world, and we're going to have a lot of fun welcoming new faces into the hobby. So between
What's all about?
Hobby 101, we've got a sweet X-Wing 101, which is going to kind of walk through, how can somebody get started? What's the game about? And we're going to be doing that through the lens of these new squadron packs that are coming up. So we're going to be putting those on the table and playing with them a bit, but also just talking about, hey, this is a really great way to get new players involved and comfortable, and a lot of really cool stuff going on.
Question for anybody. Chat. What color? I don't have reference up, and I'm not going to stop to do it. What color is Yoda's finger and toenails?
I'm pretty sure they're just like bone talon color,
Are they like bone? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we could have just done what's that fancy dancy art style that only uses 3 colors? It's like a term for it.
Trichromatic.
Yeah, but isn't that it's a technique? It's like it's got like a person's name or something. It's like some kind of method.
Oh,
You only get 3 colors on your palette, and you just work everything comes from those 3 colors. That's what I feel like I should have done on this Yoda here. I don't know how I would have done the green, but I would have figured it out.
I'm seeing bonish dark gray, bone with a green tint, yellow bone with a green. Okay, I can do that.
Can you? Can you though? Can you
I
really
can
do
do
that?
that.
Is
Yeah.
this is this something that you're ready to do? All right. Here's our test. Is this going to make it too green though as we work in our wash? We're going to lose our mintiness. Hopefully not.
Don't lose the minty.
I know we don't want to lose the mintiness, but I also need to get some. I need to get some better contrast on this Yoda skin here. What color is the saber going to be? I thought we determined that it was going to be green. I'm open to suggestions right now. Like we're off the map and made. Here there be monsters. So let's just go. Give me saber colors. Give me your saber colors. Pink saber? What is it with just making everything pink right now? I feel.
Well, Caboose 4077 says candy cane saber.
Oh my gosh.
Come
We
on,
don't.
barbershop pole.
We don't have that kind of time. We don't have that kind of time here. We're already over our time allotment. Once again, the hobby hang will not be stopped by simple considerations like time.
I can only imagine what tomorrow night's going to be like.
Tomorrow night, the after party is going to be the place. Highlighter yellow?
Oh, highlighter yellow, that's pretty good.
Oh. We can give it a try, I guess. Give it a try.
It could be gold, like it's like sparkly gold.
Sparkly gold. If only I had my glitter pens here. I'd just do glitter pen for it.
Oh, with some puffy paint.
Yeah. Puffy paint glitter pen, like we'll just take it all the way. Why not? Why not, sir? Your scientists were so concerned if they could, they never stopped to think if they should. You damn Skippy. Okay. Just gotta figure out the hair here.
Look, kids, we're here to party. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, is that it? We're gonna go to our rainy gray for the hair. We're gonna keep the hair. I think we're gonna keep the hair more traditional. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Did Simone say gold?
I think Simone said,
Gold.
I saw gold. I thought it was Simone. It
It's
might not.
Simone. Gold? I mean,
Simone's all about the gold.
she is all about the gold. I'm trying to think, like, what if the hilt was gold but the lightsaber was still a glow? It just feels, I'm like kind of bumping off camera here. It just feels a little odd to do a lightsaber that's not, glowy in some way, but we can do gold. There's nothing stopping us. Ooh. Let's get back around here. All right, Pink Jam Yoda, you're getting close. Getting close. We need to do our nails. Go back to this. Gold hilt, purple blade. I mean, I don't know why. There's part of me that's like, this highlighter yellow idea is horrifying enough to be worth trying, maybe. It's so crazy it might just work. At the end of this, Dallas has an amazing recreation of the Yoda we all know and love, and I've made Mrs. Yoda, the angry 1,200-year-old mother who screams at the other Jedi to leave her son alone. It's way past his bedtime. He doesn't have time for your Clone Wars crap. I mean, my aunt totally owned a set of these jammas, now that I'm looking at it. I remember this. Okay, so
Good artist brings their life experiences into the art.
it's true. I mean, I didn't. This is probably more of my trauma, but it's fine. This is some kind of, if we put the full mask on, if there was some way to paint perm curlers in Yoda's hair, we might be there. We might have unearthed something pretty deep, but thankfully, we're not there. This is just stylish Yoda living his dream life. On his dream vacation, getting interrupted like poor Yoda always does. As Simone knows, when you're at the top, there's never a true vacation. There's always some crisis right around the corner, just waiting for you. Oh, my lightsaber got a little. In the way there. All right, I'm gonna use some citrine alchemy. Ooh, that might work. That might work. Did we just have a crazy idea?
Stupid like a fox.
Stupid like a fox. Maybe. Once again, just pushing that contrast like crazy. High contrast equals high value.
Oh.
Be quiet, that's totally how it works.
Oh. Those words are not doing what they're supposed to do.
High contrast equals high value. That's what I heard today.
That's not that's not what the word value means.
I watched color. I watched your color pop thing. You talked a lot about contrast.
It was a lot about contrast. All the different types of contrast.
Let's. Might have to go back to that. Might have to go back to the hairdryer here. Can highlight some skin first. Oh, this brush is angry. I'll let that dry.
My brush has taken a beating over the past 2 days, and
yeah.
Like this sucker is about dead.
Yeah. Reclaim some of Yoda's mintiness here. Told minty Yoda, so that's what we're gonna do. Give him that little the nose, those bags under the eyes. Fill that out here. Alright, I need what color am I gonna mix into that surfer orc to create like a really contrasty highlight?
A highlight?
Yeah, I gotta take that skin tone up like one more notch, I think, to really make it pop well.
Yeah, my paints are drying out. Even my wet palette, it's been open all day, and my
your
wet
wet
palette.
pod, your wet pod's done too.
Yeah, yeah, I have painted. I have painted the world today. I didn't even do that many classes. Maybe I did. I
What
don't
other
even know anymore.
color? Yeah, undead flesh. We're gonna try that. I think that'll work pretty well. Yeah. Oh, maybe, maybe not. I don't like how that came out of the pot. I want. Oh wait, hellbound flesh. This seems better. Yeah. Yeah, hellbound flesh. That's my huckleberry. Gross. Now we're just in that manic stage of arting.
What about Huckleberry Flesh? We need that paint color.
Uh, you put it in a bottle. You figure that out. I'm in. Huckleberry flesh for the win. Why not? There are no rules anymore.
Oh yeah, we gave up on those a long time ago.
I've seen a world with pink jam Yoda. None of this none of this scares me anymore.
We've stared into the abyss.
We have. And it stared back in glorious shades of pinks.
Uh, People are asking about brush brand. Any good Kolinsky sable is what I use, and cheap makeup brushes and cheap art store brushes. It does. It's like
Oh yeah, if you watched if you checked out Heavy Armor from day one, you got to see me use my $7 massive makeup brush set to just dab the heck out of an AA5 speeder truck,
yeah.
which I
The other
might
day,
have.
my lady dug out. I dug out. My lady had a bunch of extra giant makeup brushes, and I was like, claimed.
These are now mine. Yeah, makeup brushes are great for like dry brushing, stippling especially. They're super tough, which is great because
I got flip.
those techniques just really mess with your brushes. I mean, I think we've said before, you and I pretty much use the Winsor Newton Kolinsky Sable stuff.
Yeah, I've been testing some new stuff though.
You have been trying a lot of different brushes. I'm curious to get your lowdown on what's next because I'm always looking for new stuff, but a lot of the times, that tried and true. Yo Mama, oh chat, it's awful and yet also amazing.
I
Which
know a
is
guy who only paints with like really like just jank uh dollar store brushes and is just one of the best bloody painters. Like it's just because it just doesn't matter. If you understand the tool, then it just doesn't matter.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's like we talked about before, and you are always really good to point out. The two most important things for any brush is simply its belly and its point. And so if that dollar store brush, you know, has a great belly and a good point, and you know how to use that tool, it's going to work out great.
Yeah.
I've certainly, it's amazing what we as human beings and hobbyists can make do with if you just kind of work at it. You know, I've definitely stuck with brushes that any normal person would have been like, this is just terrible, get rid of it. But you learn to work around the quirks of the tool and go from there.
Oh man, I've had studio brushes where I'm like, I should replace this. I should replace this. I should replace this. And then you replace it and you're just like, oh, I miss that weird little quirk of the brush. And you kind of go dig that little guy back out.
Yep. Yeah, you learn to work with it so well.
Like this brush is beat, but like it doesn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm familiar with him.
Yeah,
And
every
there's
brush
like
has
really
its own
high
kind of
end brushes that
personality.
there's a real high end brushes that people, certain artists will swear by, and then I pick it up and I'm just like, I can't figure it out. I just don't see it.
Yeah, it just doesn't work for you. Yep, I've certainly been there.
Now I have had really good like chicks at Windsor Noons. I've had Windsor Noons last me, you know, 3 months in studio, and in a studio painting, that's 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So like I can definitely attest to like a good quality brush and just beating the heck out of it. Because trust me, us studio painters, we don't treat brushes like precious things.
They're not forever friends. You have a stipend for that.
Yeah, brushes and paints are not forever friends, and a studio painter will beat the snot out of a brush. And even now, like buy, I buy my personal brushes, and I don't care. I'll beat the snot out of that thing too.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think we're ready to go.
They're not meant to last forever. Neither is your paints.
It's true. I think the last time we changed brushes, it was because, as Simone's saying in the chat, she was complaining that her brushes were really ugly. And she's like, "You have a stipend for brushes. Get new brushes." What she doesn't know is that I still have my old brushes and I use them half the time.
Oh, you should see my collection of old brushes behind me. I feel like my Yoda's like really close to done. I think it's time to start the other one. Oh, I need to darken that area.
I'm gonna be honest, you can start, but you're not gonna finish.
Oh, I'm not gonna finish. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm racing to get Pink Yoda done because I started the other Yoda and then we shifted over to Jam Jam Yoda, and I'm committed to finishing before we end Hobby Hang.
I mean, if this is my weird Yoda, I'm not allowed to do what I want.
You're
Oh.
not. Your idea is too off the beaten track. It's too wild, too dangerous, too furious, too fast. I don't know. Nobody knows anymore. Just gonna hit this hair with a quick dry brush. Utilizing one of those aforementioned brushes that I completely beat the crap out of before.
I say brushes aren't forever friends, but I never throw away a brush because you can use it to apply glue.
They can find a whole lot of extra purpose in life for sure. For
Dash Z TV
sure.
says Force Ghost Yoda.
Ooh, Force Ghost Yoda leaping in Ataru style seems like that should have been your first your Kane Yoda, honestly.
I know that should have been Kane Yoda. Like he's communicating using the Force. That's pretty good.
Uh,
I don't know if I can do jumpy Force Ghost. Like that just seems like. I mean, I actually kind of terrifies me. Like there's like, oh, it's Force Ghost Yoda, and like, and all of a sudden he just leaps at you. Like that's scary.
you're not listening. It's true. It's true. Nobody wants Force Ghost Yoda to jump at them.
I don't want ghosts to jump at me. Like just ghost in general. Like they can just stand over in the corner and be spooky ooky. That's fine. But jump at me? No, man.
Ghosts and spiders should never jump at you. That's, I think, what we've learned tonight. Oh, all right. I think we're at that point. So I did a layer of citrine alchemy, which is a really, really light gold, and now I'm going to take some of this fluorescent yellow and we're gonna put it over the citrine alchemy, and we're gonna cross our fingers that we get a gold-looking lightsaber. So we'll see what happens here. See what happens here. All right, here we go. As long as we're dry.
What have we been paying for, an hour?
Longer than that. It's been an hour and a half now.
Hour and a half. I'm pretty happy with my Yoda in an hour and a half.
You should have no complaints, sir. No complaints. And no yogurts.
I was definitely calling a collection of two Yodas a Yoda.
Alright, I just want to make sure that that's completely dry before I do this step, because I don't want to mess it up. Here we go.
What if I just chicken out and just kind of do the same Yoda?
The same Yoda? Well, I mean, that would make the most sense for your burgeoning Republic force. And then
This one's all about showing off dope lightsaber like paints. So,
is it?
yeah, I love painting lightsabers.
Citrine alchemy. All right, here we go. It's a little more yellow than it is gold, but there's gold in it.
That thing definitely looks like it can mark up a stack of documents.
It's pretty bright. It's pretty bright. We lost a little bit of the gold, but it definitely feels like a saber. So
It feels
kinda,
it feels like a highlighter for sure.
I'm kind of okay with it. Kind of okay with it. Just gonna go back because that floor takes forever to dry. Yeah, Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda.
That's where we're at right now. This is the life we've chosen for ourselves. I don't know if this would really pass muster at your OSL class, but you know, here we are.
Uh, I can give people a quick sample of what to expect out of my.
Oh, do it. We got 5 minutes left. Take them
Well,
home.
no, I'm just gonna show like what the end result is. So like,
Oh, you're gonna show them the finished cake. Teach them how to
yeah,
bake it tomorrow.
I'll show them the finished cake tonight. Bake it tomorrow. Let's get this sucker in. There you go. See, like you got your sweet blues. And we're gonna learn how to do this.
I like it. I like it. I'll be watching. Like the
All
song
right.
says, I'll be watching you.
So we're gonna do that tomorrow.
Oh, right into the paint. Sorry, brush. That was my bad. That was my bad. All right, there he is. Pink GM Yoda with his mostly golden highlighter lightsaber.
Pink jammies. I
Pink
love
jammies.
them.
Show us your finished Yoda. Let's compare finished Yodas here. Come on now.
I only finished one. You finished two.
No, I didn't finish two. I got pretty far. I got pretty far on my other one. This is my other one. This is where we started. So it was like the first 20-ish minutes or whatever. So very classic, you know. We got the kind of the greener, more animated Clone Wars style skin that we started. And this is where the boss told me to go. This is the road untraveled that we picked. With Pink GM Yoda. He was trying to go to a spa day in Felucia and he got woken up and now he's got to go deal with some fools.
And look at that face. He is definitely gonna deal with some fools.
He's gonna deal with some fools. He's not happy. He is not happy at all. So there you go. What were the colors that you used for your Yoda, sir? Your skin colors. Everyone's asking for your skin color.
Let me just show everybody real quick what you're actually asking.
Yeah, show them the palette. Show it to them.
That's the skin. Is everything right in that area? Is just probably 8 different colors. There's even some blues and grays. I was just making it up.
You're just making it up. Nice.
I was just painting with. It was jazz tonight, chick. As usual, when we hang out, we're just making jazz.
It's always jazz. That's what hobby hanging is. You just go with your feels or get told what to do by your boss.
Yeah, sometimes you paint what you feel in your heart, and other times you get handed a sheet music that you don't understand.
Well, I'm very excited to finish off this Yoda and add him to my 104th clone battalion that continues to grow. And then I'm very much excited to have Pink Jam Yoda for when I'm feeling saucy, when I'm feeling cranky. This is my cranker Yoda. That's what I've decided now. If I'm not having a pleasant day and I feel a little cranky,
you pull out the pink Yoda.
The pink Yoda's coming out. How dare you interrupt my beauty sleep? How dare you, sir?
If we come to playtest and pink Yoda's on the table, it's
that's right.
Once.
I'm just gonna have regular Yoda on my desk, and then I'll switch him out for pink Yoda, so you'll just know. It'll just be the little marker. You can tell right away. Pink Jam Yoda does need coffee, but he also needs Betty Bye. So coffee tomorrow. Coffee tomorrow.
I swear right. we need to have Marco sculpt you up like a little stuffy, a wampa stuffy.
Ooh, yeah.
To go on his belt. He's got like a little wampa stuffy.
That's right. This is the way. This is the way it's got to go. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for a glorious day 2 of Mini-stravaganza. Be sure to join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. for day 3. We're going to be taking your first steps, which is an introduction to miniature hobbying. So we're going to cover all of the basics, best practices, all that stuff. So if you need a refresher or you want to see if maybe there's something new, 101s are a great way to just see how other people approach the hobby and maybe learn some new tricks. And of course, anytime you have somebody who's been interested in the hobby or trying to get into the hobby, that's what we really put those classes on for, to demystify and to get more people into our fantastic stuff.
Can I just...
Oh, go ahead.
Can I just say, I've been doing this a long time. I've been paid to do this a long time. And only just a year, 2 years ago, I took a Airbrush 101 class, and I've been using an airbrush a long time. And even though it was a 101, I learned so much. So don't think that you don't have anything to learn from a 101. Just, I'm hyping you up, chick.
There's always more. I know, maybe too much. We're going to have a blast. That's going to be the first stream. We have a lot of other things. We've got OSL. We've got our X-Wing 101, which, again, if you have friends who are interested in learning how to play X-Wing, that's going to be a great place to point them to. We're going to be walking through the squad packs and talking about how you take your first steps into that amazing game. There's plenty more content as well. And, of course, day 3 of our global campaign, Unconventional Warfare. So be sure to get your games in. We're excited to see how those results turn out. Until then, have a great night, y'all. Stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow for day 3 and the finale of Mini-stravaganza.